Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Fear Season 6 teaser trailer that dropped during the Comic-Con at Home event on yesterday. We're going to check it out and break it down and see if we can make some predictions about what will be coming up when the season begins October the 11th of this year. So let's get started. Alright, so the opening scene of the trailer is actually one of the last scenes we saw last season. It was the major cliffhanger for season 5. What happened to Morgan? If you remember, he got shot by Virginia, the antagonist then, and she shot him actually in the shoulder and then tried to shoot him in the face, but the gun backfired. So I think that suggests to us that he is not going to die here. He is going to make it. He's going to survive. He's a survivor. I don't really care how they do it. I want him to survive so that he can make it back to our group in The Walking Dead and have a Morgan Rick reunion. I don't care how it's done. I just want it done. But realistically speaking, we know Dwight is still out there. So if I had to make a prediction, I would say that he is the one who will probably come to the rescue here. It would actually be pretty cool to see a legacy character save another legacy character. The rest of the team has been separated by Virginia's forces at this point, so I don't expect Alicia or any of the others to really come save the day. So this will be interesting to see how he gets out of this, but my money is on Dwight.
If any of you are listening.
Next, we see that Strand and Alicia are being led through Virginia's community. And we know it's Virginia's group because this guy in their little green hats and whatnot. I mean, her people, I love how on this show, every group has their own distinct style, but Virginia's group is so over the top. I mean, who dresses like this? But anyway, look, whatever you think of Strand, this guy's a survivor. At one point, he actually suggested joining Virginia's group. So who knows what he'll do to try to get his way out of this. Probably suck up to them in some way. Who knows? Alicia is already, you can tell, she's looking for her escape route. She's looking for her opportunity. So I definitely see these two surviving. They will probably make quick work out of Virginia's group and get out of the situation and move on with their lives. I'm pretty sure this is not going to be a dead end for them. We already know that. But let's go ahead and see what else happens.
Maybe you can hear me.
All right, so this seems to be a new character. I don't recognize him from anywhere in the past season. And he's not one of our people, so he may be something to simply move the story forward. We'll see. But he's in a very comfortable bed for an apocalypse. All right. And here we see June is desperately trying to save someone's life. I'm guessing this isn't Morgan because they are separated. And she seems a bit too composed, like she's not crying or anything. So I'm guessing it's not John, who she just married last season. And I wouldn't guess it would be Al or Alicia either. So it could be a new character, a new disposable character. We'll see. All right, the oil well. We remember last time Luciana was actually looking for this. So that is probably her here. Yep, Luciana being as useless as ever. Looks like there's a fire. There may have been an explosion. Things have gone wrong, as is typical when she's around. All right, we have another shot of Al checking in on someone in, again, sort of makeshift hospital. Probably the same person we saw June saving earlier, maybe. And someone is sneaking up behind her. She's actually moving like a walker. An incredibly well-dressed one, though, so I don't know if this is someone who is freshly killed. Maybe someone Al had to kill on the way in and she's turned. Daniel Salazar. He is back and probably embarking on a rescue mission of some kind. This guy is a true badass. That's typically what he's up to. He's into the business of saving people. So that's probably what he's doing here. All right, let's back up a little bit. So we get a couple of quick shots here. This one looks to be John, and he is interrogating a prisoner. I'm guessing this occurs after the group has reunited and has defeated Virginia's group. This is probably later in the season. And they're trying to get some information, and I'm guessing this will have to do with whoever the new villains are for next season.
It wasn't just about...
All right, we get a shirtless Dwight. He's here somewhere hiding, and he looks afraid. Let's see why.
Blue and right.
All right, someone is outside the window. Who could it be? Who could it be? Oh no! Well, Sherry's with him, so that's interesting. Let's back up a little bit. All right, so it looks like these are going to be the new antagonists next season. I don't get it. It's like, I don't get the face mask thing. Okay, so we know that Dwight and Sherry have reunited. So maybe these people are tied to her. She does seem like more scared than usual. So maybe they followed her. Maybe she owes them something. She did something to them. They're seeking revenge. But I have a feeling that this group has something to do with her.
We fought.
All right, and we have the new cowboy. And he has a dog.
We fought.
Let's see what we have here.
Fought.
Some guy being interrogated. Probably not by our group. I don't recognize this little environment here, this setting. Some crosses on the wall. Could be a church or a hospital. We'll have to see. Doesn't look recognizable from his clothing.
What?
Alicia is tied to a bench in a very frightening scene. But she's in her normal gear. This would have been after she's been captured by Virginia's group, and probably later. This doesn't seem like something Virginia's group would do. I don't see them, conducting an experiment or torturing her necessarily. So this may be an act of the antagonist for next season after they've defeated Virginia's group. I'm imagining here that they captured Alicia, and that's what we're seeing here, something that they're doing to her. The end is the beginning. And again, I'm going to guess that this is something attached to the new group who wear the face masks. Look at that. If there's anything this show and The Walking Dead do well, it is the zombies. My God, look at the makeup on them. That is amazing. John Dory, our cowboy. Our cowboy. This guy, I love this character, but I also really love this actor. I had a chance to meet Garrett at a con a few years ago. Really sweet guy. And I love his character. He's really ticked off here. So I'm guessing it's because he hasn't been reunited with June just yet. He's probably looking for her. And they're trying to, I'm guessing, fight off a herd, because we are starting to see herds in this show, in this particular area last season. And so maybe that's what he's encountering here. Yeah. So this scene is a related scene. I'm guessing that's him here on top of the truck. And they're trying to make their way through this herd. I don't know how they're going to do that on the back of the truck, though. I'm guessing they're going to have to get out. They're going to have to get out and fight their way through this. And that'll be a little bit of an exciting scene for us to see here.
We made the hard call.
All right, so this is a bit of a strange scene. We see some people wearing what look like uniforms with numbers on them, so they're prisoners, I guess. We saw something similar in The Walking Dead with Negan's group, how they kept some people as prisoners wearing numbers, and they're trying to escape probably, again, this herd that's sort of come up in the area, and this guy's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. I'm sorry, he's not. He's just let him live. I mean, just kill him, just kill him, because he's clearly trapped. And he's not going to make it.
For
All right, so this is the guy who was being in the chair, I guess, waiting to be interrogated earlier. His mask is off. This is a new character. Don't really recognize him. Can't tell if this is the same dog that the new cowboy has, but this guy's clearly afraid of him. He's scared of him. But that's a cute doggy. Look at him. Oh, he's so pretty. He's such a pretty puppy. Look at those teeth. He's so cute. Alright. Someone digging something? Is that John, maybe? I don't know what's happening here. Oh, let's back up a little bit. She's not gonna make it. We have all these disposable characters, and I get that's always been a part of the show, but it's just funny. It lowers the stakes a little bit when the main characters aren't dying. But you know, whatever. She's not gonna make it either, and I don't know how it got to this point. Like, how are you so slow that they catch up to you? These are slow walking zombies. I don't get it, but okay. And we have here John is fighting what looks to be Strand, and he's lost his gun, but he's gonna get it. I don't see him killing him. He's not gonna kill him. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's fighting Strand, because Strand has done something stupid to double cross the group, which is classic Strand. Oh, okay. Good zombie kill there. Let's back up a little bit. Is he wearing gloves? I wonder if that's the same guy. Can't quite tell. Looks like maybe he is. So we're seeing this new guy's skill. He's obviously a little bit of a loner, and he's good at killing walkers. So that's a little something about him. We see a fight taking place, some sort of physical altercation in what looks like a makeshift hospital. Alright, and that's June fighting this guy. Now, I wonder if this is the person she was trying to save before. Maybe she failed to do that, and he's turned and attacked her, and now she's trying to take him out. But that would have been a pretty quick turn. But yeah, it looks like it was. Whoever else was with her seems to have punctured his skull. So, that's interesting. We have Alicia. Alicia is wearing the uniform, or a uniform. The other guy is wearing a uniform. So yeah, it looks like this is Virginia's group again. They've segregated or separated them, and Alicia's in maybe a work camp of some kind. They're all wearing uniforms, and they're attacked by this herd. So they're having to fight their way out of it. Of course, she's up front. And the oil field is also being overrun by some walkers. Looks like everything's on fire. Maybe there's been an explosion. Luciana has done absolutely nothing again. She's achieved not a single goal. All right, another walker kill. Interesting.
All you.
All right, again, we see Alicia and these other inmates fighting off the walker herd. I think she should run now. This would be the time to get away. Despite the gas going bad, apparently, people running out, they still have time for this. Or maybe, I mean, it could be a flashback. It could be a flashback, but this just seems... Alright, and so, okay, this is an interesting scene here. We're seeing these new antagonists with the masks on, and they're chasing who I think is our group in the SWAT tank. So I don't get why they would on horseback chase, a military vehicle, especially one that has the armor or whatever. It's armored. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, I guess they really want whatever's in this tank. But look at that. Like, it just makes no sense. And here's the explosion that we saw at the oil refinery, or the oil rig, or wherever they were. The oil's on fire now. It's just, Luciana is a complete failure. Jesus. See Al again. All right.
I got a job for you.
I can't stand her. She has a job for someone. Let's see.
Who are you looking for?
A man named Morgan Jones.
Is Mr. Jones dead?
All right, so what we can determine from this series of events, this conversation, is that the new cowboy is apparently a mercenary, all right, and Virginia is hiring him to hunt down Morgan. And we see here what he does and how efficient he is at it, because this looks like the guy we saw laying in bed, very nervous and unable to sleep earlier. So maybe he knew someone was hunting him. The guy was hired to do that. He's chopped off his head and is going to return it to whoever paid him off to hunt this guy. And this is something that he apparently intends to do with Morgan as well.
Dead or alive?
I don't know.
You will soon.
Yes, he's good at his job. And see, that guy's name is Walter, and he has a box for Morgan. Someone had probably told this guy that Morgan is not that easy to kill. That's going to be an amazing fight. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see these two go at it. And here we have Morgan. Now we've seen the shot before of Morgan with the red eyes. He's clearly not dead. He is not a walker. He's not turned. That's not what their eyes look like. But he may have been choked or strangled or something that would cause blood to rush to his eyes. He is still seriously injured, but, you know, Morgan is not down and out. He's going to survive. He's going to make it through this. And he may make it through it barely, but he's going to survive this, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so that wasn't a bad trailer. What do we know? We know we're going to see the group again, which was split up by Virginia's group last season. They're going to encounter a major herd pretty much on all fronts, and they're going to have to fight their way out through Virginia's forces to find each other. We will see in the midst of all of this craziness, a new guy, this mercenary, come into play. He is going to fight Morgan. Morgan is going to totally destroy this dude. And at some point in the season, we'll be introduced to these new characters, these new antagonists who wear the white masks. I predict they'll be disposed of pretty quickly, just like Virginia's group. And I do look forward to seeing more of Morgan, and I look forward to seeing more of John. Luciana needs to die, in case I haven't said that enough. I can't stand her character. Al, too, for that matter. I mean, she redeemed herself a little bit, but I'm not a huge fan of Al or June, for that matter. In fact, they could just kill off most of the cast and let the others find their way to the Walking Dead cast, and I'd be happy. That's all I'm asking for. No, I do have to admit, I haven't been terribly excited about these last few seasons of The Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead. As a longtime fan, I feel like I've been watching more out of obligation than anything at this point, but both shows have such great potential. I mean, they have great actors. The concept is still great. I mean, it's what brought over a lot of us who are comic fans into the series. It's the reason why we still, watch the show. It's just a question of whether The Walking Dead can return to what it was before, whether Fear the Walking Dead can pick up some energy from season 3. It hasn't been good since season 3. But they had, both shows had their glory days, and it's still there. Like, it's possible for them to return to that, and I really hope they do. The story does keep evolving. It's just a question of whether it's going to evolve in the right direction. But hey, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited about this next season of Fear? Are you just sort of watching out of obligation, like a lot of us, just out of loyalty or whatever? Oh God. And if there's anything you are excited to see, if there's anything you want to see next season, let me know. Let's discuss it. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.